What's going on, people? I'm back. Sorry I was off YouTube for a while. Reason why? Not much going on. Just doing a bunch of dirt work and not much to do with the trucking. Nothing exciting was to record. So I got myself, well, let me back this up. No more grain hopper, gone, sold it. I still have a truck, which decided to keep a truck and bought myself a new project and a new piece of equipment, what I'm gonna use now instead of using a deal with the farm commodities, whatever you wanna call that. So check it out. And there's another part of the trailer. I will start off with the dimensions. So it's a 53-foot lowboy triaxle, as you can see, and 26 inches off the ground. Reason why it's so tall, because it's a heavier one. It's a 45-ton trailer. It's a TK90 made by Trail King. Full steel, non-hydraulic, but a mechanical neck. It's 2006. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect shape, but it's decent, I would say. It has a few minor things. It came from a big company. Some people know it's ATS. They're out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. That's who ordered these trailers. That's who spec'd them out, and they are quite different than any other ones. The major reason I got interested in this trailer, I wanted a solid 3 axles like this with no flips. There's no add-on to put a flip axle on it. I didn't want to have a tandem 2 axles and then a flip axle. I wanted a solid 3 axles. The reason being because I had one while back ago, 5 years ago, so I had a tandem. It was a flip and another flip, so you could make a quad off of it, but I only had triple. That's how I used it. And the tag axle or flip axle, I constantly had problems with the wheels on it. So I said, if I'm gonna buy another one, it will be a solid triple axle, just like this one. Start up fixing lights up. I cut these holes off for the oversized lights because there was only dual lights, and I put a third one. That's the flashers for the OD. I'm still planning to put a DOT bumper up here on the bottom, maybe, potentially. It has a full aluminum wheels all the way around. And replace the brake can. Rest of them is good. Couple hoses. Airbag's good. Fix this valve right here. For the height. It actually works now. Completely took it apart and cleaned it out and re-greased it. Still got to do something with this guy because it used to sit right there. When we were blowing holes out for these lights, got lights on fire, so I ended up running a new cable for all these lights. So they all work now. Put all new lights in. And since it's a trailer got spec'd by a big company, they basically limited, let me rephrase this, how you say that. They didn't put too many lights. They just did enough lights to make it by DOT legal. And I'm planning to put not quite a bit, but a couple more lights on it. Because when I went and picked it up and I was coming back, not having many lights on a trailer, it's hard to see the sucker behind you. So I end up putting the watermelon or bullet lights or honeycomb. People call them different, so they stick out just a bit. And when you're in a truck, you actually can see it. End of the trailer. That's a very important thing. Still got to check the wheel bearings, make sure they're all tight and grease, and look for metal shavings in them. Maybe I'm gonna need to replace some wheel bearings. The wheel seals are dry, and this axles, then they don't have oil and they actually have grease. This is the second trailer I bought. Not the same trailer, but from the same company, and the wheel bearings were loose on them. But never had a problem with the wheel seals because they are synthetic grease in them and they just don't leak out. This trailer came with hold on a second before I finished. Another thing, see how big of a hump it is? I mean, it's size of, I would say what? It's a good foot and a half height. I'm gonna have to build the wooden ramps if I need to load something and I'm gonna carry them over there. That needs to be fixed yet because the floor, the storage pockets rusted out. Overall, for the rust, some people gonna like, oh, it's 2006, it's rusty. Man, I've seen a lot worse. This one is actually fairly clean. I mean, you're gonna have some. I never seen one spotless. Even you buying a brand new one, they start rusting from a day one because it's a huge hunk of steel, and prevent it from rusting is almost impossible like that. And if I take a steam washer to it, I probably will get it cleaned out fairly well, and a lot of rust will fall off, and we just spray paint it and call it good. Okay, go back to the neck. One moment, stay tuned. I gotta turn the lights up here. So the neck came into the shop first, and right here is more storage compartments. And I cleaned all this out, washed it, trying to figure out, since I don't have a headache rack on the truck, I gotta have binders, chains, straps. I'm not sure if I'm gonna carry any tarps. And I don't know if I'm gonna just cut the compartments out of the trailer and just leave them open, or maybe I'm gonna fix them, actually put a new piece of steel up there so I can store some of it. Probably I'm going to for the wood and stuff like that, but the chains and binders will go into the neck. The neck is overall very good shape. I mean, I've seen a lot worse than it, a lot newer. See those eyelets? This trailer came with the flip neck extension, and the rollers, they're supposed to be exchangeable. Like there's two handles, and you pull them out. They're supposed to be pinned on with these pins, and they slide in. Well, somebody stole them. Or when I bought the trailer, I asked the guy, says, "Where's the rollers?" I don't know. So he knocked down a little bit off a price, and he gave me a set from the other Trail King, which they were different. So I ended up cutting them up, and a friend of mine, employees, whatever you want to call him, he's a damn good welder. So we end up re-welding everything, and the rollers work now. And I'm not too concerned about the eyelets because I'm not going to use a neck extension. The neck is long enough for my truck. It sits exactly what I wanted. So that's my new project. That's what I've been hiding in the shop lately for past 3 days. It's a little past 10 already, 9 a.m. p.m. And I'm super psyched to get this thing done. And I had a load on Monday. I still need to get a hold of the guy on Friday and see if if he didn't get covered, because he's like, "Can you do it?" I says, "Yeah, but I will know exactly on Friday, see how far I'm gonna get on the trailer." So I knocked down quite a bit of work today. I mean, I got it done quite a bit. Oh, one more thing right here. If anybody watches my video, my truck actually has fenders like this already on one axle, the front, the middle axle, the front drive axle. So since this is a naked, narrow neck, they call it a naked neck, my drive tire is going to be right here. So I'm going to cover one more axle with the fenders like this, and the trailer actually will stay open. Some people are going to say, why is the trailer not covered, and why you want to cover the drive tires but not the trailer. Simple reason. When you're going down the road, your truck is right there and you flicking the rocks from the drive tires, they moving back. If you flicking the rocks over here, you going forward, they flicking towards the back or mud or whatever, and you have a piece of equipment up here or whatever you have, it's not going to get covered with mud or rock damage, but it will get damaged by the drive tires. That's why they make the trailers like that with the open wheels. So it's really safe to run the way it is. Like I said, whatever's going to flink out of here mainly will fly back. But another thing, I want to cover the drive tires because I don't want to fling stuff into the cab, beat up the back, dent the back of the sleeper out. Especially with the drive tires, they're catching a lot of rocks, and then when you speed up, they can start hitting in the back of the sleeper, and you can bust your mirrors and all kind of different stuff. So that's my project. I don't know if there's anybody interested in it, but I got another RGN. I don't think, since I had my YouTube account, I don't think I ever had a detached. So I'm back to the old contacts with the people I used to work with when I did had detached, RGN, lowboy, whatever you want to call it. So I called them all. I says, hey, I'm back. Oh, good to know, I suppose. But right now, as we all know, the works kind of sucks for them. So I didn't pay much money for it. I mean, decent amount, but not much. But the grain hopper, reason I get rid of the grain hopper, the guy I used to work with, the shit went downhill. It quite didn't work out where I was planning it, and I got blamed for something I didn't even do. So long story, short story, I said, F off, I'm done with this. So I did that seed corn for a little bit and bought this trailer. But the plan is to do trucking mainly part-time, I would say. Not part-time, but kind of more in the wintertime than in the summertime, because summertime I got other projects going on. But we will try to stay busy in the wintertime. When it's too muddy out, you can do dirt work or crush rock or helping my dad out. So, got to do something. Otherwise, sitting on the couch and watching TV, it's way too boring and it's not for me. I was thinking to say something else, but show you guys something else, but I don't remember now what. I was just about to put my jacket on and was ready to go home, and then I grabbed my phone. I says, oh shit, I gotta record the video for my favorite viewers. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching all. Stay tuned. You will see me pulling this thing, and hopefully we're gonna haul some heavy stuff. By the way, some people gonna ask how much weight I can carry. Quite don't know. I'm planning to be about at 35 to 36,000 pounds empty. I base off of my state, which is 20,000 pounds per axle. I should be able to carry about 68, 69,000 pounds, I would say. But whatever if you calculate your gross empty weight and your gross potential loaded weight, you gotta give yourself a wiggle room to scale it by the axle. So I take about 5,000 pounds off. So on the safe side, I bet I will be easily able to haul 65 to 68,000, 66, 67. So that's what I was aiming for. But my truck is long enough, the frame's long enough, so maybe potentially I will see how it goes. Maybe I will put a pusher axle on it, and then it will bump my weight rating even higher. But fifth wheel I have on a truck, which is hauling, I'm not a big fan of it for heavy load, so I'm gonna have to buy a joist to replace the fifth wheel. Some people are gonna say, what's wrong with hauling? Nothing. I like the design of the joist, and when you're hauling something heavy, I prefer to have a joist. I don't know why. That's the last time I did a heavy haul, I had a haul and I get rid of it and I put a joist. It just, the design of it is a lot safer for my opinion. Not like ever anything happen, or guys hauling heavy stuff and using hauling happen to them. I just, just my personal preference. So all right, everybody have a good night, stay tuned, and have a blessed evening, morning, day, whatever time zone you are in, and whatever time you're watching me. Thanks for watching.